Good morning, Britain. Fergie's cancer battle. The Duchess of York has been discharged from hospital and is recovering at home in Windsor after she was diagnosed with breast cancer and has undergone surgery. She's now urging people to be proactive about their health after she reveals she was reluctant to get checked.
It was a hot day, didn't feel like going to London. And my sister, who's wonderful from Australia, I always normally do what she says because she gets so cranky. She said, no, go, I need you to go. And she's right.
Britain is warned to prepare for the sudden collapse of the Russian government as cracks begin to show in Putin's power following an attempted coup at the weekend.
UK cancer survival rates and life expectancy lag behind those in other equivalent nations as the NHS struggles with a lack of staff and resources.
It was a piano-pounding, foot-stomping, a truly emotional performance. But could Glastonbury really be Sir Elton John's final UK concert? One of his collaborators, Dame Arlene Phillips, who worked on his most successful song, is going to talk about the impact the legendary Rocket Man has had on the industry.
And our debate this morning, does it matter which one of you gets on one knee to pop the question? The journalist Flora Gill asked her boyfriend to marry her and was then shocked at accusations online she was stealing his moment. What do you think? Do female proposals emasculate men? Debating that after 8.
A gorgeous blue sky start to the day with showers developing later on this afternoon. The outlook this week more unsettled and not as hot as last week. I'll have all the details of that and more surrounded by lavender here this morning on Good Morning Britain.
Monday, 26th of June, 2023. Live from Television Centre in London, this is Good Morning Britain with Susanna, Reid and Ed Hawes.
Good morning, Britain. It's just gone 6 o'clock. Welcome to the programme. It was a late night for you, wasn't it, Ed?
It was. I normally go to sleep at 9:30, but Elton John...
He was only a quarter of a way through his set.
I know.
At
And actually, I thought, I'm not going to go to the end, but it got better and better. I was up till 11:15. And actually, I don't know what it is. I first saw him live on television when I was, 10 years old. And there he was, doing his final concert.
Have we got pictures, Tom, of wonderful Elton at Glastonbury last night?
Really emotional.
Wasn't it just? The Rocket Man.
What do you think? He's 76 and he was pounding it out, and it was an amazing performance.
Incredible. Now, there were rumours, weren't there, that he might bring out Stormzy, might bring out Dua Lipa. In the end, he brought out...
Brandon Flowers.
Of the Killers.
Of the Killers.
And some
then
new artists.
A guy called... somebody Sanchez. Apparently he's a big TikTok star. Good song. He's enjoying his moment.
Yeah.
And then there was a replacement Kiki D.
Right.
Singing, Don't Go Breaking My Heart.
Lovely.
One of the great Elton songs.
So
his name I also should know. But I don't.
But they're new artists.
But it doesn't matter because they were at Glastonbury.
Yeah, so Elton John sort of ensuring the legacy continues.
I always figure,
out.
Open the windows, turn off the lights, sit back on the sofa...
And imagine
pretend you're there.
Absolutely. Look, this morning we want to send our very best wishes to the Duchess of York, Sarah Ferguson, because, of course, she has revealed... This has come as quite a shock this morning, that she's undergone surgery because of breast cancer, and it was a routine mammogram on a Tuesday 2 weeks ago, she said on her podcast. She's now out of surgery, but that's remarkably fast, isn't it? 2 weeks ago, she has the mammogram. She said that she was reluctant to go. It's been very hot weather. It was a bit of an inconvenience. Her sister said, you have to go. I think the reason that she's open about this is that she wants this to be a wake-up call to people. And I hadn't realised that there was a change in policy and screening around 7 months ago, back in September last year, where appointments used to be sent out for mammograms. Now it's an invitation, apparently, to make an appointment. And as a result, just in London, 12,000 women estimated to have missed out on breast cancer, on breast screening, because of that new open invitations system. Now, I received one of those letters. It's an invitation to go. And, of course, what have I done? Absolutely nothing. I haven't booked in a mammogram, and I'm 52, and I absolutely should take that up. And I think that there will be a lot of women this morning finding out what has happened to Sarah Ferguson, feeling the same way as I did, you know, there isn't a firm appointment, I haven't really got time to make one, who will be thinking differently. So we're sending our best wishes to the Duchess of York. She's recovering with her family in Windsor after undergoing breast cancer surgery, diagnosed during a routine medical screening.
The Duchess said her sister persuaded her to go to the checkup and warned people that, in her words, cancer can be so silent and everyone should go get screened, go get checked. Really, really important message from the Duchess. And Jonathan Swain's at Windsor for us. Jonathan, the doctors are saying that the operation was successful. We all hope so.
Yeah, fingers crossed, everything is looking good at the moment, isn't it? But she only got back here yesterday at her home inside the Great Windsor Park there, Royal Lodge. Very beautiful here this morning. It's been reported as well that her husband, her former husband, the Duke of York, and her daughters as well are with her to help her through this recovery period. Well, the doctors have said that the prognosis is good after she underwent that surgery at King Edward VII Hospital in London last week. She's in good hands, of course, because that is a hospital that has been looking after the royal family for many decades. And Duchess of York has been speaking openly in her podcast, which is due out today as well. And in that, she talks about her reluctance about initially going to get checked out, and she needed a bit of a prod from her sister.
It was a hot day, didn't feel like going to London. And my sister, who's wonderful from Australia, I always normally do what she says because she gets so cranky. She said, no, go, I need you to go. And she's right.
Jane.
And thank you, Jane. Cancer can be so silent, such a silent little hiding thing which hides in the cells. Go get screened, go get checked, don't wait.
Well, she talks about how she appeared to be symptom-free before she went for that routine screening, and talks about the relief and the gratitude for her sister there to encourage her, as you were saying, Susanna, to go and to make that appointment. It now falls on women to take that responsibility for themselves. And latest research out with the British Medical Journal recently showed that the early detection of breast cancer, the majority of women then go on to beat it. And when you listen to the whole podcast as well, in it, from Sarah, Duchess of York, there is just this genuine desire just to talk about this as openly as possible, to encourage other women to go in for a routine check. So, you know, things can be spotted early and the chances of survival are much better, Susanna.
Jonathan, thank you so much. It's a proper wake-up call. I mean, apart from anything else, we offer our support to the Duchess of York and anyone who's been for a mammogram or missed a mammogram and has found out something's
And if you
wrong.
get a letter saying, make an appointment, make the appointment, it's so important, because there are some people who always will, but there's people for whom, if it's just a bit harder to do so, they're going to be very busy and other priorities, and that's where things go wrong.
Yeah. We're going to speak to a cancer specialist about that on the programme after 6:30 this morning, so stay tuned, because if you've got any questions about what a mammogram means and what happens if you find something that's wrong, then she'll be able to answer those questions. That's our main news this morning. Here's Ranvir with the rest of the day's stories.